Who the fuck are you? Pepsiman, the running hero. This one is kind of an out of left field game for me, as I have absolutely no idea how or where I discovered this game. Pepsiman was the official Pepsi mascot in Japan during the late 90s and early 2000s. His commercials saw him rescuing citizens by quenching their thirst with Pepsi. Thanks. He made an appearance as an unlockable character on Fighting Vipers in 1996. Eventually, he would get his own video game in 1999 when developers KID made Pepsiman the running hero. Funnily enough, despite this game being entirely voiced in English, it never saw a release outside of Japan. It might be due to the fact that he was Pepsi's mascot only in Japan. It wasn't until Games Done Quick did he finally gain some recognition in America, as well as other parts of the world. Something good came from this event for a change. Alright, now that we've got the history out of the way, it's time to pop this bad boy in and see what's in store for us. Now, I had to do a few workarounds in order to play this on my PS2, because 1, I don't have a Japanese PS1 or PS2, and 2, I don't want to emulate unless I absolutely have to. So, I had to cut a few corners. Nothing too sketchy. Anyway, let's start the game.
Hey, let's start the game!
Yes, thank you, Mike Butters. I already said that.
I got a call that a vending machine ahead ran out of Pepsi, and I was just on my way there when I got a flat tire.
10 out of 10 storytelling. So in Pepsiman, the main gimmick is running and avoiding obstacles. Along the way, you can collect cans of Pepsi, and every 10 cans replenishes your health. The goal is to get to the end of the stage within the time limit. The first level has you get to a Pepsi vending machine, then you rescue the civilians by giving them Pepsi. Yeah, because that makes sense. The game will then tally up how many cans you collect. Every 25 cans gives you an extra life. All 100 cans earn you 5 lives. By the way, you're doing this while the game moves Pepsiman on its own. So yeah, essentially this is Crash Bandicoot on rails. What you can do is jump with X. You can also do other things when pushing square. Just pressing it causes Pepsiman to slide, holding up makes you speed up for a bit, and holding down slows you down. It's a pretty simple concept. The fuck is a kid and kids? The third level in every stage is a chase level, where Pepsiman is now running towards the camera. This is the thing that always goes bad at the end of the Pepsiman commercials. After completing the level, you get a cutscene where we get to see this cheeky bastard again.
Have a Pepsi.
Way ahead of you, Mikey boy. Next stage. We do the same thing, only we're now in New York City and dodging more obstacles. I should probably mention the controls. I don't really know what to say. They're not entirely bad. And the soundtrack is really good too, provided you find yourself a copy in which the music works. It's just the Pepsiman theme song remixed in different styles, so it's not too special. Next up, Texas. Here we dodge a bunch of trucks, angry bikers that you never see if you keep boosting, and Buffalo. Hold on. Where is the Japan? This game is a Japanese exclusive, right? I mean, this is Japan's Pepsi mascot after all. Why do we not go to Tokyo or Osaka or fuck, even Mount Fuji? That would have been funny to see, actually. But no. We get downtown San Francisco, New York City, Texas, and Pepsi City. Yeah, the final stage is a city entirely themed around Pepsi. And why are people deliberately trying to kill Pepsiman? Do you want me to help you or not? It's just so weird. Why is any of this a video game? And why was it released only in Japan? Nobody speaks any Japanese at all. All the locations are in America, including Mike's house, and even the options in the main menu are in English. All that is Japanese here are the subtitles and Pepsiman himself. Whoa, what's this? We're Tony Hawk now? And wait a fucking minute, we're now rolling around at the speed of Pepsi! When you get through all 12 levels in this game, you are greeted with one final cutscene, where Mike celebrates like his favorite football team won the Super Bowl.
Everybody Pepsi! Drink Pepsi!
Then you get a shot of his room being littered with way too many cans of Pepsi. Like, holy shit, that much Pepsi is too much for a human body to handle. Mike, how are you still alive?
Pepsi is... Excuse me.
Oh, never mind. Looks like you're about to piss your bladder out from all that Pepsi. Completing the game allows you to use an alternate skin for Pepsiman, which is based off the original label, and even the cans get this makeover. The vending machines too! There are 100 cans in each level, excluding the chase levels. Collecting them all unlocks a wireframe version of Pepsiman, which is pretty cool. Anything else? Nope. That's about it.
The main game is done in about 15 minutes, and going back through to grab all the cans doesn't take that long either. Beating all of the times doesn't give you anything, so it leaves behind a lot of replayability, which is probably why most people consider this to be nothing more than a product placement. A game that was solely created to cash in on those who love video games and Pepsi. Yet, it's still a fun little game to play, if a little stiff and hard.
I don't know what it is. Whether it's the satisfying feeling of collecting every can, or Mike Butters being our god and we almost worship him, this game still finds a way to bring people back. It might even explain why speedrunners can't get enough of it. During the Game's Done Quick run in 2016, it became the most viewed game on Twitch. This was thanks to the stellar gameplay and commentary by the Boyks. I recommend checking out one of his runs during your spare time. But other than that, I have nothing else to say about this game, so I'll end with this. While this game can be frustrating at times, the simplicity of just jumping in and having a good laugh is something this game manages to succeed in. However, the lack of replay value leaves a lot to be desired. This game isn't necessarily bad, but just random. Yeah, that's probably the best way to sum it up. I haven't mentioned yet that the hitboxes are incredibly unforgiving. You'll think you're in the clear, then all of a sudden... This is one of those games that you can't really call good. It is just a product placement in the grand scheme, but what the hell is up with these scores? 25 out of 40? 90 out of 100? B minus? 2 out of 10? Those guys must be Coca-Cola lovers.
Out of all of those scores, I feel like the first one makes more sense, but even then, I think that's a little bit generous. So I'm gonna set the record straight and say Pepsiman, the running hero, gets 4 out of 10.
And look, I know many people enjoy this game, as do I, but the fact of the matter is this game offers very little to the player to keep them hooked.
This is one of those mediocre games where the random events and breathtaking acting by Mike Butters make it good for a laugh or two. They're also great distractions to the average viewer who is unaware of just how simple and short this game really is. Alright, while everyone screams at me to review Crash 4, I'm actually going to take a break from video games and find a YouTube channel to binge. So, let's see what we got here. Who's this Timmy Larson kid?
Hi guys, it's Timmy. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. Yay!
I got Pepsi Vision!